to be phenomenal.
And you won't have to wait much longer because it sounds like the teams are readying up. Now,
Yeah.
I haven't been counting. I may have been playing Rhythm Heaven, but my counting my cues hasn't strengthened that much. I don't know how many more running up. We got ready 2 more. Okay. 2 more players, and we'll be able to jump right into it.
Yeah, no, we were just moments away from game 1 here. It'll be Barnacle and Dime Splat Zones. It'll be a very interesting game 1 as we get into opening. Keep an eye on it, but we are about ready to start. Let's get hyped for Top Cut.
Let's make some noise! All right, who we got?
We do see that Rapid Pro Deco come out on the side of Flow State, but on the side of OHANA, we're going to see a Vanilla Blaster on the 52 Splash and Pencil. Pretty standard comp, but pretty short range. We'll see if Balloon on that Rapid Pro Deco can use that range advantage as well. Riki on the bucket as well might be able to outrange, so Riki's going to help get a nice kill on Dylan to start there on the 52. Early zone cap for Flow State there, although Riki is going to go down, and they're going to be repelled by Storm's Crab there. OHANA getting some early momentum with this Crab.
We may have been talking about gassing up Rapid and its unique quality as a backline, but there is no backline in this game stronger than the Crab Tank. It's the best of every world of the clearing the space.
Ooh.
And on Splash, a weapon with such high mobility, once the Crab's over, you can use it, you can paint up, you can take fights, you can get splats. It's really it's an all-in-one type weapon, perfect for a more balanced, aggressive team.
Henlo here throwing the stamp, but just can't quite find the kill on that Pencil there. They're going to be moving up ahead of zone. OHANA's timer is ticking down here as Flow State. They've been locked out at this point. They need to get back into mid quickly, or else this might end in a KO. Here comes another Crab from Storm. That's in a very dangerous spot on plat, and that map is very, very blue right now. That Crab just controlling everything, allowing the other members of OHANA to really get in. Flow State still scrambling. They have the cooler up, but they're going to need more. Balloon has a whale. We'll see when they pop it. They pop it now, but Dylan counters to their own whale. Sam's going to get taken out. Just 8 ticks remain. 2 down, though.
Here come the strikes.
Here comes the stamp, and it's going to be enough. Flow State barely stays off the KO and gets back into mid.
Yeah. We've got Flow State moving in right now. They're 2 down, though, but I do think they might be able to hold mid or the stacks with this positional advantage. Never mind. We're going to have to back up here. It's just the Rapid and Henlo jumping in now. Still wanting to keep up the aggression despite the numbers disadvantage. Very bold, very admirable.
People are just going down left and right on both sides. Sam got a kill. Sam's down now. They use that bubble. That's 3 down. Everyone's up for Flow State. It's just Storm on the Crab. Balloon's going to try and move up. They have a whale already. We'll see when they choose to use that. They're going to hold for now and get set up on stack. And all of a sudden, it's Flow State with the momentum. They have zone. They have stack. They have a special still. But Henlo's going to go down. Another goes down. There's 2 down there. Balloon and Birch going to have to back up as Dylan comes in from the left. So OHANA is going to cap that zone, give a massive penalty back to Flow State as they hold on to that lead.
They've got juice. They got juice to push back up. 52 gal shoving its foot into the door with the splash wall, as it always does. Can be a bit infuriating to try to hit around that. We've got a little bit of what's it, gal versus anti-gal sentiment at the venue.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Everyone's favorite weapon, the 52 gal, clearly getting some work there. A great Crab kill by Storm all the way from downtown. They're going to try and continue, but Balloon is going to help get it in. All Flow State, they're 2 down, and Sam is controlling space nicely. Sam's going to find a kill on Birch. They're going to find a kill on Riki. They're looking for one on Henlo. They're going to trade. That's 3 for Sam. Dylan looking for the 4th on Balloon. They're not going to get it, though. All Flow State, they're running out of time. Here come the strikes. 2 ticks, 1 tick. It's not going to be enough. OHANA takes a back and forth game 1.
They're flabbergasted at that ending.
Oh my god, that ending, just things flying around everywhere. If those strikes came out maybe a couple seconds earlier, I think they would have at least contested the zone, if not capped it, but it was not meant to be, and OHANA escapes game 1 with the win.
Dang. Yeah, that was a very, I think, balanced structure they were running with the pencil support on 3 very supportive, flexible weapons that can sort of change their role or priorities.
No, I mean, like, especially that second half of that game, it was just people on both teams going on left and right. It was pure chaos. It was not really like, okay, we're going to pull our resources and then retake all at the same time. People were just going. They were just counting on their own movements. A lot of trades everywhere, but I think what really set it out was when OHANA was 2 down, they needed someone to step up, and Sam on that blaster did. He gets a triple, and that is enough to stall up Flow State, enough for OHANA to get the win. It was an amazing triple here, and Blaster, it's been one of the best weapons of the game for the past couple months. Everyone knows it at this point. Everyone loves it, whether you love it or not, I suppose.
You kind of have no choice but to love it.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
No, maybe a bit of a placebo there, but I think with Blaster, like, I think people see it as like more of like a weapon to use to space out people, not really getting the fray things. But if you look at that triple that Sam were getting, they were getting way up close, closer than like Blaster Blast normally going to get. Like at that range, you basically have to hit directs or you're not going to live very long. And that's exactly what Sam did. Some amazingly technical shots from Sam there to basically get his team the win there. It's insane work from Sam.
Yeah, they've tried to curb it a bit in the most recent patches, but the fact of the matter is that Blaster is a killing weapon among the class of killing weapons defined by its mobility. When you got the mechanical skill that these players do, being able to duck and weave around in order to space out your shots properly, land those directs, it's a very big it is a very big aggressive tool that demands respect.
Absolutely, and another aspect of what OHANA was doing really well that game, I'd say Storm on that splash. Their crowds were just on point. We'll see if they stick with it here as we get on the game 2.
Clams Museum.
It's going to be
next.
Clam Blitz on Museum Delfonsino. Flow State needing to pick up a win to tie this set in what is a best of 5. If they lose here, they'll need to reverse sweep. Stakes are getting high already. It's only round 1. Yep, it is an S-Blast here. S-Blast 91 with the Burst Bomb, with the Booyah Bomb there. Sam switching to that here. It's the same comp for Flow State, so pretty similar except for that S-Blast here.
Yeah.
More short range for OHANA, but they made it work last game. We'll see if they can make it work here.
Yes, we see scrapping in mid for a very early Crab. Dill goes down, but Storm's Crab able to hold off any potential advances. Picks off one with the bomb to make it even. So now we're a little back neutral, sort of. Flow State's gained a little bit of pain advantage, but 2 go down thanks to Storm covering the box. And now it's time for OHANA to move up, see if they can hold this ramp and consolidate enough clams to score.
OHANA moving in quickly. Sam already on plat. 2 more go down. Sam looking for a third. They're chasing Balloon back. Balloon just going to nope out of there, but that's going to lead to points for OHANA. 2 power claims already in. The pencil does go down, and Sam does go down as well. Good job by Flow State to not let that get out of hand. They go 3 down now, OHANA. But Flow State, they gave up these 2 power claims. They're already down, but again, they get back in the mid. They're going to get a counter, so the Hammer's going to try and find a kill. Not going to quite connect. Henlo's going to go down for it. Balloon's going to go down for it. Riki gets a kill back on Sam, but they're weak. They got to back up
needs
too.
To back up. Dill's poking them out, preventing them from getting forward. As the rest of Flow State is respawning. This now seems like the time that they're taking to dive, be aggressive. This push was stopped by OHANA last time. Let's see if these strikes seem to be the advantage they need. Is that only Pencil's alive. Backing up now.
This could be Flow State's chance. Henlo leading the charge, goes down but allows their team to score. Balloon gets a couple in before going down. Sam is back. They're going to find a kill on Riki. OHANA cleans up the rest of it. Henlo jumps back in. Balloon jumps back in. I don't know about those jumps.
It's a late wipe with all those jumps.
Yeah, that's going to continue the stagger on for Flow State. OHANA's going to just be able to freely walk in the mid, freely get on the bot. Here's Dylan on the 52
They have so many
close at the
clams.
wall, jumping back just to reposition a little bit. They're going to wail up now. Finds 1 kill. Another one goes down. OHANA is back in business here. Here comes another score for them. Storm with the power clam. They're going to score as well. Points are on the board for OHANA here on this second push. That pencil is still creating so much space up in front, allowing Sam to get that Booyah Bomb and get more clams in, and they're just pouring in right now. This could be a KO. Flow State still staggering a bit. It's just Henlo by the basket. They don't quite have the clams. Storm is the one who has it.
They have enough
They're
time to jump
not
this in?
going to
Not
quite
quite,
get
but
there in time.
This is still a very advantageous position for OHANA. They've got all the paint on the spinner area. Football waiting just for the right moment for basket to reopen again, as we got even players.
Yeah, but take a look at the map. It is covered in blue paint. OHANA, they didn't really give up a counter push to Flow State there. They're still controlling mid super nicely. They're displaced a little bit now, but they're forcing Flow State to burn, especially that whale come out. They have those strikes as well. We'll see when they choose to pop in, but Flow State, they have their work cut out. They need to score a lot of points here. The strikes and the stamp come up. They're not going to find any kills. Henlo actually goes down, trades out Sam in the process. So it's 3-on-3, but if you're Flow State, you need more than the 3-on-3 right now.
Yeah.
You need to score points. You need to get real movement onto plat, and that's crap from Storm is only going to hinder that.
Yeah, that trade, 2 specials and a player v player trade for just a little bit of space in mid that it seems that they've already lost unless this whale has contained the tide. But no, Sam trades there, but is still doing great work to stop Flow State from moving forward. Dill gets picked off, and it seems like with our team split right now, We're still just scrapping over in mid, a position that OHANA, I think, would gladly keep given their massive score advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. When things are calming down, the team winning is always going to benefit, and that's exactly what's happening for OHANA now. They can actually win the mid fight and move in. We'll see if they choose to Storm again. Storm's going to go for the ball. They're actually going to live, and they're going to get another. This could be a KO. Dill just throwing 2 more, and that's exactly what he does. OHANA goes for the KO, and it works out. They take a 2-0 lead and put Flow State 1 loss away from getting knocked down in the loser's bracket.
So many specials at the end there. We saw like a crab as soon as the basket was open. It was a booyah for further support. A very very tough wave to defend against if you're Flow State, especially when you still got players respawning. The team's a bit staggered.
Yeah, no, I really want to highlight what happened to Flow State after their push to 71, because it was a solid push. I mean, they got a couple claims, and it wasn't enough for the lead. OHANA had gotten to 60 at that point in the game, but 2 people jumped in after the push was basically over. The basket was closed. Like, those jumps were dead meat on arrival, and OHANA was able to get those kills, move into mid easily. There was no one in mid to contest them, and from there they were able to stage their push all the way to 13, just completely changed the tone of the game. And I think if you're Flow State, you're probably really regretting those jumps. I think even though you were losing, like, you could have settled for a close loss. Like, you could have stayed in the game for a little more, but they just completely got left in the dust after that last push by OHANA that really started because they jumped in, because they got a little too over-eager. So we'll see if they can learn from that here. I mean, it's Ship-Shaped Tower. It's another map and another mode where you'll see a lot of just jumps trying to force objective, maybe not the best. We'll see if Flow State can resist that, if they like a couple points away from getting lead, but we'll have to see here.
It is very tempting. The second jump always hurts the most, but it's very tempting to go for on especially as we're coming up on Ship-Shaped Tower. You mentioned how it seems to encourage that kind of play, because that final checkpoint it's so short yet so tough to break through. If you can get through there, you've almost guaranteed a win, even if you don't make it to the end.
No, pretty much everything you want to do on this map revolves around that second checkpoint. It's tough because there's high ground right above it, so if you're defending, you can really use that high ground to your advantage. There's not much a tower rider can do, so you oftentimes have to use specials just to clear the person off the high ground. You oftentimes need to burn it maybe a little bit earlier than you want to, but we'll see how these two teams play around it. A lot is going to come down to it. Flow State needs to win to stay in winner's bracket. OHANA can taste it. They're almost through the semifinals for the winner's bracket here. We'll see how it goes.
We're going back to the blaster comp. It seems we got 2 blasters, actually.
Yeah. Flow State switching things up a bit. You see the decaf for Henlo now instead of that wiper, and you see Balloon go from Rapid Pro to V-Blaster, and they're going to get an early kill there. Balloon and Riki, those 2 mid lines moving forward along with Henlo. Birch going from Zap to Pen now. They're true backline now. They can maybe anchor things for Flow State. Yeah. They get some early momentum, but this Crab and Storm, this Crab's just been amazing at slowing down Flow State. They have pretty aggressive comp, and they really need to be slowed down if you want to beat them. But Henlo, they get the bubble on tower. They find 1 kill. They force Storm into pit. They're going to pursue that, but they might pursue it a bit too far. Storm takes him out with the help of their teammate. Yeah.
With the pencil watching, a decaf goes down. However, they're back into the fight, and it doesn't really matter that they already used their bubble because we're running 2 of them in this comp.
Yeah, a bit of double bubble action, although right now just 1 bubble and 1 balloon there left. Balloon's not going to be able to last as Sam and Dylan collapse, and hopefully it means that they can get a counter push set up for OHANA. Sam just stand on the block, moving way forward, trying to poke, gets a kill on Riki, procs or some more. They're surrounded, finally they get taken out, but they let Dylan get in. No one was looking at Dylan, they were all looking at Sam. Dylan gets a flank all the way around. 2 go down the side of OHANA though. They might get slowed down in that regard. Dylan backs up all the way to mid. Good job from Flow State for making sure that didn't get a hand. That Dylan flank could have been deadly, but instead only results in 8 points for OHANA.
Yeah, 8 points as opposed to losing that first check, but they're not out of the fight yet. OHANA's coming in, riding tower now. There's not a whole lot defending first check as all the players are respawning right now. Dill jumps out to reposition with Sam, but especially with the crab tank now pushing them back even further. Flow State is just too far behind to impact tower at this point in the game, and they're going to need to soon enough. They're going to need to rotate for that second checkpoint.
And this is where that second checkpoint comes into play. No one's on that high ground on the top left for Flow State. OHANA's being able to take it really easily. No one's contesting checkpoint. Storm getting all the way in with Sam. Sam looking for a kill on Henlo. They're going to find it. Dill has gone all the way up with Sam. That tower is just completely uncontested. It's just them, though. The strike's going to come, and it's not going to come in time. It will! It will! It was just a pencil, but that's all they need. The strikes, again, just a second too late, and that'll be a clean sweep for OHANA, moving on to the next round.
Incredibly aggressive play on their part with just enough. What's it? I really don't think I've sung enough praises for the crab tanks this game, because the way it benefits this comp in particular. You would think with those 3 short-range weapons that being able to hold space or like force away people that are trying to box you out would be an issue. Not when you're able to get a crab almost immediately at the start of each game. We saw how early on one player on the side of OHANA went down, but it didn't matter. The crab was there to stop it.